Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. This video is proudly brought to you by the House of Cards, the official sponsor of my stream. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for all of your Flesh and Blood needs. Hey, what's going on, guys? I got another Katsu video for you guys today. Nick and I were grinding out some games last night and really trying to test. Playing Katsu into Bravo was interesting. I wasn't really sure how that matchup would go. After our games, I feel like Katsu's a little favored. This was probably our most interesting game. It really felt like Nick had a pretty good hold on the lead through most of the game, and it felt like I was pretty far behind. So I was pretty surprised that I actually ended up winning this one. Spoiler alert. But you know, Nick had a couple of awkward hands, and I had a couple of decent hands that were able to push through some damage, but you know, it felt like Bravo was in the driver's seat. Some Flic Flaks and some Reinforced Lines line up well. I think those cards are really the key to being able to have a decent matchup into Bravo. So I really like the sideboard cards in this matchup. But thanks for stopping by, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's start with Kodachi's. Are there legit reasons you would go second in this game? Yes, there's actually like a lot of decks I will go second with my with a lot of my aggro decks, just because going second gives you the ability to if you're trying to race your opponent, like if you're playing an aggro mirror, if you go second on your opponent's first turn, if they attack you, you can block with all of your cards and you get to redraw your hand. But it's the only turn of the game where everybody gets to redraw their hand is on turn 0. So going second is actually very beneficial for that reason. Curious to see how this matchup goes. Reinforced Line's such a good card, dude.
Yeah.
So I think they really have a turn here. We're going to have to use Cross Trap. Not a huge fan of using Cross Trap this early, but I think it's more important that we actually have a turn here. Yep.
Yep, not letting that hit.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
For you, anyway. So, I like that Descendent Gustwave's just a 0 for 5 with Go Again. Like, no, I'll pass on Katsu's ability. I think holding my last card's better. So, this is a pummel. I'm up a creek. So I could commit to just taking 6, losing my arsenal, and then having a pretty decent turn. Or I could... Blocking 6 is like... I have to block 8 here. If you didn't have the pummel, I mean, I could block 3, 6, 8. Breaking Scales, Breeze Rider boots. Yeah, I think I just have to... Yeah. I think we'll go ahead and discard... I think I want to discard my Gustwave here so I can arsenal this. I've never played this matchup from this side. I've always been playing Bravo when I've played this matchup. Yep, and we'll just arsenal this. Doesn't matter how hard I try. I dig it down to get deeper just to blow, just to throw it away. Front row. This is a choke slam. Ooh, spinal. That's good too. Buff and banish and yeah, it does not feel great. 4, 5, 6. So I can still have a turn to go to 25. I don't think playing Art of Wars defensively is going to win me the game. Kodachi number 2. Defense reaction, okay. And then I think I'll just arsenal this last card here. Sheesh. Yeah, I think I have to take 8 here, as bad as it is for me.
Makes me think what you got.
What'd you say?
That makes me think what you got.
Yeah.
Combo wise.
I was like, I got a pretty good turn. I just like, the only thing that really gets me around the debilitate is the fact that the first Kodachi is just like, basically like free. Like, it just gets rid of that -2 so easily. So, like, your Debilitate having a crush effect makes it like a 10-point swing, but
Yeah.
with Kodachi, it only makes it a 9-point swing, which is kind of nice. Kind of like one of the nice ways to play around Pulverize, too. Yep. 5 go again. Let's see, and I went first this game. Exclamation point blaze it. That's right. And then we'll attack for 3. Our other card costing a resource here. Means we're going to have to arsenal it. Imagine Nick's taking 3 here, unless it's like last card's just like garbage. We'll arsenal this and pass. Let's start with a Be Like Water. I really like this card. This card's grown on me over the last few weeks here. Because Katsu just doesn't play a lot of generic head jabs. Kodachi. Kodachi again. Bleed it out. Or bleed out. I like this card. Something I'm testing tonight. I was playing Snatch in its place, but I'm curious if having another go again attack will just be more relevant. Yeah. And then we'll just throw this for 2. Nick's doing a really good job this game of keeping me off of my on-hit effects that are relevant to... I don't think I've activated my Katsu ability one time all game.
That probably helped me playing Katsu all day, though, too.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely say that helped you for sure. Okay. That's a pretty good one. we get Debilitate and Crown of Providence here. Yep. We'll arsenal this. So I know Nick has the Crippling Crush. The only question is he going to be able to dominate it? Well, I answered that question pretty fast. So the dominate here is so good because we have to give mask unless we're just gonna like discard some cards here. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think it's the world we're stuck living in here. We just have to take 4. Stab Wound's not really a card I want to arsenal, so I think we're just going to throw Kodachis at Nick here. So I think this is our best play. It's just a block like this. So the pummel puts it to 11, which means we might as well do this. And so we're at least blocking for 7 here. We are forced to pass. This hand's not great. Activate Crater Fist. That's extremely frightening.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, no, you're good, dude.
Wrong thing.
Oh, I was like, why are you apologizing for that? I was like, that's good.
Yeah, wrong thing. Yeah.
So go to 7 here. Let's go Be Like Water. Okay, and a sink below. Let's go Be Like Water. Get a red Choke Slam. And I'll just arsenal here. Okay, lucky for me, I did draw it. Thank God, because that would have been it probably would have ended the game if I didn't have Reinforced Line right there. Kodachis. I don't think we're going to get a much better chance here. As much as I hate to discard that, I think we're going to have to. We'll go get a Whelming Gustwave. We'll come in for 4 with a threat of double draw and hit. And also, Nick doesn't have any equipment here, so he has to give me 2 cards. Because even if the defense reaction doesn't play around the breaking scales. Or Nick just might have like crazy dominate shenanigans here, and he might just give me 2 cards and hope that it's less than 9. Okay, so Nick blocks 6 here, which I think is the correct decision. Play our Flic Flak. Let's start with a Kodachi. We'll go Surging Strike. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay, so it looks like Nick doesn't have a defense reaction here. That or he's playing around the Ancestral Empowerment. So this is for 2, and if it hits you, you'll lose a life because the Kodachi hit you. Nick takes 3. So basically can't play most of my deck if this hits. I think I'm just forced to block here, which is sad. Let's lead on a Be Like Water. Yep. Let's go Kodachi. Kodachi. And then Soulbead Strike on hit mask, on hit go again. Okay. This is an interesting hand. Tech Plating Hammer for 6. So we've only seen one red pummel. Red is what we lose to here if he has a red pummel. I don't think I can give him mask right here. I think if he has a red pummel, he just kind of has it. Not a huge fan of playing the game that way, but let's choose draw a card. We get to swing some pressure and we still get to have an arsenal this way. Okay, Nick's going to 2, and that is terrifying.
Well, I had a crappy hand. I'll show you.
Oh, okay. So you had to have it all.
Yeah.
So I can... Okay, let's think about what our options are here. I can block 10 with mask and then go Kodachi, Kodachi, get 1 card out of your hand. So that turns my hand into 8, 10, 14 points. Or I can block 3, 6, 8. 6 from hand. Yeah, no, this is just the best play. I get to stay at 3 this way. Yeah, dude, your hand was double red pummel.
Yeah, and blue.
Wow. So you just had to take that to like really even do anything.
I had to get that crippling crest out of my arsenal too.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, that's tough, dude. So Nick takes the first Kodachi. He has to give me a card here. He's played 3 Sink Belows. I don't think I've seen a Fate for Scene yet. I don't know if Nick's playing Fate for Scenes. No, he picked the Fate for Scene, so... And we've seen 1 blue unmovable. So it's very possible that Nick can cover this Mugenshi release up with 1 card here. Nick could be on like a 1 of Fate for Scene here for all we know. The best case for us is that Nick has to block with 2 cards like that and doesn't have a defense reaction. So now we're going to try and... Nick being at 1, I think we're at a point where we can get enough cards out of his hand to try and win the game from here. What's up, Weeb? How was Thomasville? Thomasville was fun. We had a good time. I really like the guy that owns that store. His name's Zach, ironically. So we always really have a good time there and enjoy talking to him and catching up with him. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. In my head, I was about to be like, Allie, how do you know this? How do you know Zach? But then I was like, I remember you told me that like you've been there to the store before and stuff like that. I think Carly's asleep right now, honestly. We laid down to take a nap before I streamed, and I think she was continuing the nap vibes after I got up to stream. All right, so we get 3 cards out of Nick's hand, and then we're gonna arsenal our last card. This is our last turn where we can give one card here. So a nap sounds good. Kyle and I went to the gym and swam for like 2 hours. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I've always heard that like swimming is like some of the best exercise you can do for your body. I think Kyle told me that, actually. It probably was Kyle. I think we're at that stage in the game, Nick, where we just entered the stage where I've got you Kodachi locked. Yeah, and throw Soulbead for 2. We lifted heavy things and then went swimming. Hey, that sounds like a lot of fun to me. All right, so through the course of that game, at one point Nick was up 29-17, and I still ended up being able to pull it out. I really think the biggest thing that was able to give me the win is that at the end of the game, Nick had a Crippling Crush hand, and he had 3 reds and a blue, and I think he had to keep every single card in his hand to be able to actually throw his Crippling Crush. Now, it might have been more correct for Nick to block out and play the Crippling Crush at a later time if he could have, but I think that awkward hand really, cost him the game. There was also one turn where he swung hammer for 6, and I just committed to saying if he had the red pummel, I was going to die. That could have been incorrect on my part. I did not have a reinforced line or a Flic Flak to bail me out there. So if he had it, I was very dead, and there were still 2 left in his deck. So I'm still going back and forth on that decision. Even though my decision ended up winning me the game, I don't know if saying, hey, if you have it, I'm dead is correct. I think sometimes that you're forced to do that, and I think that might have been one of those times for me. But the game was overall a very good game. I was pretty surprised I ended up winning. You get to the end of the game and the Kodachi lock is just too much for any deck. It's just so impossible for anything to like fight out of the Kodachi lock once you're at that point in the game. So Katsu's been real impressive, and I've really enjoyed playing it. I'm looking forward to getting some more games in it. If you guys have any questions or comments about plays or anything I made, please hit me up in the comments below. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.